Have you ever witnessed a private school a colonel on their own specialty? I saw it happen when our base's entire computer network got hacked and a 19-year-old kid from Ohio had to teach a West Point graduate why his cybersecurity degree wasn't worth the paper it was printed on. This was Fort Gordon in 2019. Our network kept getting breached every few weeks. Classified emails leaked, mission schedules stolen, even the chow hall menu got posted on some hacker forum. Command was furious. Colonel Davis assembled his best IT specialists, brought in civilian contractors, called experts from the Pentagon. Nothing worked. Hackers stayed ahead of every move like they had inside information. After 3 months of failures, Colonel Davis called an all-hands meeting. Guy had a master's degree in computer science from West Point, loved showing off his technical knowledge to us enlisted guys. He spent 2 hours lecturing about firewalls, encryption protocols, network architecture, really complex stuff that went over most people's heads. Then he opened the floor for questions. That's when Private Jake raised his hand. Skinny kid from Cleveland, barely spoke above a whisper most days, had been with us 6 months, worked night shift monitoring systems. Sir, permission to make an observation? Colonel Davis looked annoyed, but nodded. Go ahead, Private. Sir, all those security measures you mentioned are standard military protocols. They're published in contractor manuals online. Anyone can research our exact procedures. The room went quiet. Colonel Davis's face started turning red. Are you suggesting my security methods are inadequate, Private? Jake swallowed hard, but kept going. Sir, the problem isn't our defenses. Someone inside our network is feeding information to hackers. They don't need to break in because they're already here. Colonel Davis exploded. That's impossible. Everyone has security clearance, background checks, polygraph tests. How dare you accuse our personnel of treason? Sir, that's not how modern cyber warfare works. Jake pulled out a notebook covered in handwritten notes. They don't recruit traditional spies anymore. They hack personal devices, social media accounts, create financial pressure through blackmail. I've been tracking data transfers during off-duty hours. There's consistent activity from Major Bennett's workstation between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. when he's documented as being home. The whole room turned to stare at Major Bennett, who'd gone completely white. Started stammering about working late, catching up on reports. Jake wasn't finished. Sir, those IP addresses trace to servers in North Korea and Iran. Major Bennett's bank records show cash deposits that match each security breach. His ex-wife lives in Tehran. Within 6 hours, Bennett was in custody. Investigation confirmed everything Jake had discovered using basic network monitoring and public financial records. Colonel Davis personally apologized to Jake in front of the entire unit. Private, your observation skills just saved American lives. I was approaching this with outdated thinking and missed the real threat. Jake got promoted to specialist, immediately transferred to Army Cyber Command. Last I heard, he's a warrant officer running digital security for an entire theater of operations. Colonel Davis completely changed his leadership style after that, started listening to junior soldiers instead of lecturing them about textbook theories. The best part? Jake had learned everything from YouTube videos and hacker forums during high school. Never had formal training, just natural curiosity and common sense. 6 months later, when our new cybersecurity protocols were implemented Army-wide, they included Jake's monitoring techniques as standard procedure. The kid who barely finished high school had schooled a West Point graduate and revolutionized military network security. That major got 15 years in federal prison. His Iranian contacts led to uncovering an entire spy network targeting military bases across 3 states.